It's Geraldine. Today we're going to do Control Kit basics but with a different twist. Today I'm going to show you the LED Control Kit, which is our V2 version of our Control Kit experience. I'm also going to show you a different spring look because in the LED kit you actually get to choose from any style, any size, in any collection to start with, okay? So we're gonna do a fun spring look, but still keep it Control Kit basics for all you newbies. But let me show you the LED Control Kit, okay? So the LED Control Kit, like I said, is our version 2 updated version of our Control Kit experience. We still do offer the classic Control Kit, but let's take a look at the LED. It's so pretty. First of all, it comes in this hard foam case. It's got this beautiful, soft, almost like satin feel on the outside. When you open it up, you're gonna see that it has a little charger. You're gonna get your set of Wandums. You're gonna get your welcome card from Sahara. The QR code is right there to scan, so it takes you right there to our how-to page so you can follow along. You're gonna get a lid space finder tool. I think that's in my other kit to help you choose some other sizes to try out when you're ready for more lashes. But look, your LED Control Kit sits inside here. When you lift it up, you get your Gossamer storage, Gossamer lash storage, and it's magnetic. It's a magnetic closure. Closes up really nicely, but when you open up the LED, check this out. Ta-da! So, like I said, you get to choose 4 styles to start with. There's 2 places to put your lash cartridges in here, but you get to choose 4 all in all. It doesn't matter what style. You're not limited to A's, B's, and C's, our core styles. You get to choose from any style, any length, any collection. Hi, Deborah. Lashify Bev is in the comments to help get questions answered. She's also going to be in Facebook and YouTube because we're streaming there as well. So say hi as you guys are jumping in. So you're going to get to choose 4 lash styles in your LED Control Kit. You're going to get the Sapphire Fuse Control Wand, and you're going to get to choose the curve on your Fuse Control Wand. So you can go Petite Eye Curve or our Classic Curve. Can't go wrong with either one. Of course, you're gonna get Whisper Light in clear and black, Glass, our water resistant sealer, and you guys, this is the best part of the LED kit. So this peels off, it kind of orients you to everything that's inside the kit, and then you have the mirror to use, but check this out. You have this dimmable light that you can control, you can take anywhere. So if you are in an Uber and you're trying to get your lashes on, you're trying to get somewhere, your LED Control Kit is gonna be right there for you, right? So amazing, so cool. And you guys, I have something secret to show you, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Very soon, the LED Control Kit is gonna come in white. Oh my God, so soon, you guys. This hasn't been launched yet. So we're showing you, stay tuned, because the white LED Control Kit, if you've been holding off and you're like, ooh, I wish it came in white, it's coming. So make sure you are signed up for texts and emails through Lashify.com so that you know when it drops, okay? Get ready. It's perfect for spring, right? Am I right? I mean, look how cute she is. She comes with everything. Oh, and the little dust bag. I mean, how luxe is it when you get something that comes with a dust bag, right? Anywhere you go where you get a dust bag, you know it's a luxe experience. So I'm very excited, super excited. I hope you are too. Today, like I said, we are gonna do Control Kit basics, but I'm gonna show you some other styles that you can choose from. I'm gonna do a spring lash look with you guys today. I'm using Teal Prismatics. Let's take a look at it from the side. Ooh! Teal Prismatics with Minx Gossamers, which is a chocolatey, sort of cool tone brown mixed together. So pretty, kind of a different way to do a lash map. I'm very excited. So again, you get to choose 4 styles in your LED Control Kit. I have pinned it here for you. Pretend I'm purchasing my LED Control Kit today. I purchased my Prismatic Teal in C14 and C12. And then I also got my C10 in Minx, that beautiful chocolate cool tone brown. and C12. So these are what we're gonna be using today, all right? Deborah says, I finally tried the B+. I love them so much. Aren't they amazing? If you love the Bs, you're gonna love the B+. They're so pretty. What was your lash map, Deb? Deborah always has amazing lash maps. All right, you guys, let's get started. So in your control kit, you're gonna get a sample of Melt Away and Pre-Cleanse. Melt Away is one of our removers. It's a dual phase remover. You're also gonna get Pre-Cleanse. This is how we start, okay? We're gonna always prep our lashes to make sure that they are clean, that there is no makeup, no dirt, oil, residue, skincare products sitting on your lashes before you get started. We are gonna be using a flexible bond that does not harden. There's no harsh chemicals like cyanoacrylate, latex, or formaldehyde in them, so no fumes, nothing's gonna burn, but it's gonna stay flexible. It's not gonna harden, so we need to prep really well so that the bond works. My typical map is 10, 12, 12, 14 times 3, and then a 12 all the way. How many is that? 3, 6, 7? You take 7 across? Wow, Deborah. She's got a long eye. So everyone's eye is different. If you have a shorter eye, you might take maybe 4 Gossamer lashes across. For people with larger eyes, you might take 6, 7, or 8, right? So you're gonna find out how many you take across when you start putting these on. So lashes have to be clean and then they have to be dry. I'm gonna use my little blow tool. This is a nice extra tool if you're looking for extras to help speed the process along. So this is gonna help dry my pre-cleanse, my prep step, and then when I start bonding, I want it to get tacky before I start either adding more bond or starting to put my lashes on. So this is gonna help me get there a little bit faster. Overlap though. Yeah, definitely, but even so, like for me, 7 across is like a heavy overlap. I bet like my normal, when I wear 6 across in overlap is equivalent to your 7 across overlapped. Like if I wear 7, it's a good like 1/3 of a Gossamer lash to half overlapped for me. I usually take 5 across my eye. Okay, you guys, so lashes are clean, lashes are dry. Now we can start bonding. So today, I'm kind of gonna do a little bit of a reverse order of bonding than I normally do. You can do whatever you like. You're gonna get Whisper Light in black on one end with a micro mascara applicator. On the other end, you're gonna get clear Whisper Light, comes out white, dries down clear with a pointy precision tip. And you can use this side, you can use this side, you can combine them in any of your applications. So you're gonna play, you're gonna practice, you're gonna find what combination you like. There's no right or wrong. They're the exact same thing, the only difference is the color. So for today's look, I'm gonna start with the clear. Just start with the clear. And I don't need a ton of bond, and we're gonna use always just a very light hand in each of our layers of application. So see how I'm just kind of touching a little bit, really tiny, tiny dab all the way across the base of my lashes. And it's okay if I didn't get every single lash, as long as I get like a, pretty good even coverage, not too much product, enough product that you can kind of see it, but not so much that they start clumping, okay? Because we can always go in and add a tiny bit more. Some people add up to 2, 3, even 4 light layers of bond. So we're gonna let this sit and get tacky. It comes out white. When it starts to dry down clear, we know it's getting tacky, so I can watch it. Deborah says both corners are heavily overlapped. Works well for me. I love that, Deb. Lashify Bev is asking Deborah, do you find that overlapping helps with longevity? It definitely helps for me because you have that great Gossamer to Gossamer hold, right? I do think that that is the case for most people as well. All right, so that's getting tacky. Let's pull our first Gossamers. My base layer is Prismatic C12. I think I did four Prismatic Teal in C14. The teal comes in both A and C, amplify and curl. So C's have these thin fibers and a little bit more curl, the Amplify is gonna sit a little bit more relaxed. So if you want a more relaxed lash, you can get the Teal in Amplify. So good. Okay, coming in, and then I think I closed it off with a 12. So C12, C14s across, and then a C12 so to keep it really open. I'm really digging these open eye lash looks for spring. Not to say you can't do a wing, but open eye. I love like that doe-eyed look. I think my eye really, it does well with an open eye. So I'm gonna do my tacky test because she's gone clear. That's a good indication that my bond is tacky. Check this out. Yep, I can feel it. I can feel a little bit of a bubblegum stick, and checking that there's no transfer of product, I'm good. If there's transfer, I still have to wait, right? Deborah says 1 week almost always, and I change because I want to not do too lifting. Yep, totally right. So Deborah says she loves to overlap because it does improve and add to her longevity. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna add a tiny bit of bond along the spines of my Gossamer lashes because I am gonna overlap by just a smidge, and you don't need a ton of bond. Again, anytime you add a little bit of bond, whisper light, you're gonna use a very light hand, and you can always add a little bit more. It's better to work in layers than to overbond, because if you overbond, just like working with layers of nail polish, if you apply a little bit too much all in one go, it's not gonna dry down, it's gonna slide, you're gonna get product everywhere. It's just better when you work in light layers, okay? Coming in, I'm just gonna apply a little bit to all of my Gossamer spines. You can work just like this, or you can apply a couple at a time if you want to, or one at a time if you want to move just a little bit slower, especially as a new user, because you're kind of learning how to use these. These are sort of brand new products. This system, the Lashify system, has over 185 patents. So it's new, right? It's new. You can't expect it to work like any other lash system out there. With that many patents, you know it's different, and it is different. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. It's actually quite easy. There's just a little bit of learning in the beginning because it's all brand new. Tiny, tiny, that's a little bit too much. So I can take some away. I'm just gonna tap that away, let that sit and get tacky. And my first one that I put down should be about ready to go. Let's check her. Ready? Let's see. It's pretty close. It's starting to go clear. It probably needs like 15 more seconds. So I can take my little blow tool and just give it a nice blow and wait until it's clear and then start applying, okay? Let's change. I'm trying out a new playlist. I found a fun spring playlist. We'll see how it goes. I am in the spring mood. I'm done being cold. Okay, I'm ready to start applying. I like to grab by the very tip of the Gossamer lash, as high as I can go and as many fibers as I can grab, and matching the curve with the curve of my natural lashes, because it's gonna go under our natural lashes. I like to look down into my mirror, and when you have your control kit, you have that really nice mirror in here that you can turn towards you. Of course, you're gonna remove this if you have the LED kit. Set it down so that you have both hands to work, and then you can look down into your mirror and work this way. You can even use this hand to lift your eyelid a little bit so you can get around your eyes, okay? I'm gonna do a little bit of a different method here so you can see and that I can see what I'm doing, all right? I'm gonna take a little handheld mirror. I'm gonna place it underneath me because this is gonna be my view. And then this way you guys can see here. So I'm gonna come in underneath the natural lashes, trying to aim for about 1 to 2 millimeters up from the wet line, applying only to hair, only directly onto the lashes. So I am applying with a gap at the roots of my lashes. I'm never gonna apply too close to my wet line where my lashes are growing out of my eye. I actually wanna see the roots of my lashes underneath there, okay? Because if they're too close to the wet line, it's gonna be uncomfortable, they're gonna be pokey. We don't want pokey lashes. It's not gonna last long because the moisture from your eyes is gonna start breaking up your bond quite quickly. And we wanna keep our natural lashes healthy, right? That little bit of space at the roots ensures that there's no tension pulling at the roots that can cause damage, okay? We wanna keep our natural lashes healthy. And you guys, like I said, this bond is going to stay flexible so your natural lashes can move while you're, look, you can do all of this and there's no tugging, there's no pulling, there's no scratching. Your lashes can move freely. Nothing bad's gonna happen, okay? Coming in, so that was a C12 in that prismatic teal. I'm gonna come in with a 14 millimeter now. I am gonna overlap slightly, coming in, again, aiming for 1 to 2 millimeters up from the wet line. See how I'm getting this nice catch? The lashes just go on because I waited for that bond to get tacky, right? If it's still too wet, if I'm moving a little too fast, or I've got too much product on, it's gonna slide. And I'm gonna slide product all up my lashes and they're gonna get clumpy, right? It's just gonna be less of a smoother application for you. So I'm gonna try and give you all the tips I can for your first application. Whether or not you're using different colored lashes or different styles, the process is the same. All right, I'm gonna come in, I'm actually gonna do the inner and outer first. So I'm gonna come into the outer corner, use that C12 in prismatic teal. Look at that, it just sticks, you guys. And if you wanna fuse as you go, you can. I'm using the wand, the Fuse Control wand, without the wandum covers on. You can keep them on if you like. This is gonna help reduce stickiness. It's gonna give you a little bit of a wider fuse. Some people like it better because it might help grip the lashes better when you're picking them up. Completely up to you. Try it a bunch of different ways. You'll find what you like. You can also fuse. This is called a reverse fuse, this position. And you can also fuse with the wandums on and do little sectional fuses if you like. Completely up to you. You're gonna practice with that Fuse Control wand a bunch because it is a brand new tool that was invented for Lashify. It didn't exist before Lashify. Coming in, going nice and slow. You don't have to rush to this application. I'm talking and I am taking my time. After the bond goes clear with the clear side, it's okay, you don't have to rush. It's gonna give you a really nice long working time. Again, you don't have to rush at all. It's very forgiving, super easy to use for new users. Look at that, love that. And then come in with this last C14. So I did C12s on the inner and outer corners and I just am filling in with C14 in this prismatic teal. Woo! So pretty, let's fuse her. So again, bunch of different ways to fuse. You can reverse fuse like what I'm doing right now, with or without the wandums on. I'm really concentrating my fuse all along the spines of the Gossamer lashes, all the way down at the base. I left enough of a gap down here below so that I can actually reach the spines without pinching myself. And this tool is made for this exact precision. See this? Horizontal clamp force. This is what this was designed for. It was designed to fit the curve of your eye. Deliver that horizontal clamp force so that you are compressing your natural lashes to the Gossamer lashes all in one go without clipping, cutting, poking, pinching your natural lashes or your lash line. So good, right? Genius, genius. So that was reverse fusing. This was a full fuse. You can also do the same with the wandums on. I like to do reverse fusing without the wandums, and then I like to put them on, do a full fuse, right? The bump going away so that it matches the curve of the eye. You settle the wand to the base of the lashes. Again, you really want to focus your fuse along the base. If you have a little bit of bond higher up the lash that you want to fuse, that's totally fine, but do the base first. Hold this for about 10 seconds so you get a nice, good fuse. The pressure is going this way and it's not tugging on your lashes. So it's Very comfortable, very easy. So if you have a little bit more bond up your lash and you want to fuse a little bit higher, you can do that after, just like that. Easy peasy. So now look at the difference, because this is just one layer, right? It's looking so good. Look at it from the side. Ah! So fun. And you can just do like, you know, you could even just do a little bit. If you wanted a tiny pop of color, you don't have to put the lashes all the way across. You could start with a base layer of just a couple right at the outer corner and then stack, which what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do here with the Minx. Oh my God, I'm so excited. But look at the brown of the Minx and the teal together. I love this color combination. Really fun, keeps it nice and light, even for someone like me with dark hair. I love it. Okay, are we ready? Oh, let's take a real tour of the lashes. Let's see how close we can get. Let's see, zoom. We're gonna get close. So pretty. Look at how it catches the light. That is so fun. You can stack with this. You can use this as the base layer. You can actually, even if you wanted, if you really wanted the color to pop, you could use the prismatics as your stacking layer. So you could start with your normal black or brown base layer and stack teal if you wanted to as well. But look how fun that is. Love her. Oh my gosh. I really do. I love the teal either stacked or overlapped quite a bit. The color is quite fine. So if you really want them to pop, stack them. Look at how they catch that light. So pretty. Okay, and then this other side. This is what it's gonna look like on the other side once we're done. Eee! So good. Okay, let's zoom back out because I'm scaring myself. Okay, are you ready? We're gonna stack. Now, again, you can use whichever side of the bond you like, clear or black. I'm gonna go with black just so I get a little bit more pigment at the base so that it finishes out my look because my hair is dark, right? So a couple different ways to stack. You can apply your bond directly onto your base layer after you fuse. So you can come in and just kind of dot along where you think you're gonna stack. And again, you're gonna just treat this like they were your natural lashes. So you could double bond, you could add, you know, I don't think you would need a triple bond here, but you know, a single layer of bond or a double layer of bond will do it. So that's one way to add bond all the way across. That was with the black. You could come in and do the clear, right? And just tap in along the base of the lashes there if you wanted to. But I'm gonna show you the other way. I like to overlap. So I'm gonna pull these Gossamers. These are Minx, and they are gonna be in C10 and C12. These are little babies. I made them shorter. I wanted the stack layer to be a little bit, is gonna be 10 and 12 millimeter. So I'm very, very excited. Okay, 2 Minx C10s for the inner and outer corner, and I think I did 4 C12 in Minx. So always remove the Gossamer lashes from the cartridge with your fingers. Grab all the fibers, gently pull. You can also insert your fuse control wand or some tweezers into these little slots where they sit. Give it a twist, loosen the top of the cartridge, and you can remove the whole thing if you like. And that, you know, if that's easier for you to get to your lashes, go for it. 1, 2, 3, I think 4. Did I say 4? Yes. 4. Okay, and we're gonna do an overlap as well. Ready? And then I do like to overlap. So this is how I work. I like to add bond to the Gossamer spines. A tiny bit, again, goes a very long way. I know that's hard for you to see because it's black, but you don't need a ton. A little bit of bond goes such a long way. I like to go based on feel. So if it's sticking, it's good. If it's not sticking, I just gotta check it. Is it still too wet? Do I not have enough? Has it dried down a little too fast? If that's the case, I either take some away or I add a little bit more bond. So it's very intuitive. There's not a whole lot of right or wrong. You can't really mess it up, right? You can't really mess it up. Coming in, just a tiny bit. Again, I'm just setting them down so that they have a chance to get nice and tacky. You don't want to rush. I think, again, this is the number one thing we see with new users. They're like, oh, they're not sticking. Oh, it's not working for me. Usually it's over bonding, putting too much bond, or moving a little too fast and not allowing the bond to get tacky. It's about 30 to 60 seconds-ish for your bond, especially when it's new, to get tacky before it's good to work with, okay? So if you need help, we have tons of tutorials. We have a lot of mini tutorials as well on our YouTube channel. We have them on our Instagram Reels. We have them on our website, on the Learn page. They're everywhere. Just ask. We also have this amazing Facebook group called Lashify Life. And there's over 115,000 members in the group. We're just sharing tips and tricks, lash map ideas, all of the Lashify hacks in there all day, every day. The entire Lashify team is in there, helping people out, sharing their own tips and tricks. Our clients are sharing their tips and tricks. It's such a gem of a group. All right, so see how we're getting a little bit of volume, a little bit of dimension here. That dark brown color is starting to add some contrast and definition to this lash look. So pretty! I'm still looking down into my mirror. I'm lining up spine to spine. So spine of the base layer. I'm going directly right on top of the spines with the spines of the stacking layer. And they're so thin, I can do that. The spines of the Gossamer lashes are so thin. They're so flat. It's like a piece of paper, really thin paper. So I can stack as much as I want. If that's uncomfortable for you, if you prefer a different look, you can go a little bit higher up, away from the base layer. Totally up to you. Again, as long as you have bond where you're placing your lashes, you are fine. You are fine. Look at this. Ooh, and then we have one more. C10s in Minx on the inner and outer corners, and we're just filling in a little bit overlapped with Minx in C12. Love this. Ooh, so pretty. And it just finishes out the look. The way that the fibers sort of gather here at the base, it gives me a faux liner look. So I get this beautiful, like, shadow look, makeup look, without applying any makeup. It looks like shadow and liner, right, for spring. So pretty. Let's do our good fusing here. So I like to micro fuse sometimes when I'm applying my lashes, if I just want to make sure that they're not wiggling during my application. Then I come in, I do my reverse fusing so I can secure all the way down at the base. And you still want to do a good full fuse, okay? Or like a nice long reverse fuse. Whatever you want to do is totally fine as long as it feels secure. Okay, coming in with that full fuse with the Wandums on. Hold this for about 10 seconds. If you want a little Lashify lift, you kind of turn your wrist upwards to get the lashes lifted. If you don't feel like you need it, that's okay. And then slowly blink away, and then you're good. You're so done. Fusing on the outer corners is so helpful. Yes, on the inner and outer corners too, I forgot to mention that we always leave out a few of our natural hairs. I'm gonna get up close again, okay, so you can maybe hopefully see. But on the inner and outer corners, we leave out a few of our natural hairs. These guys right here are my natural lashes. I never apply to the very last lash on that outer corner. Same thing on the inner corner. I know that's hard for you to see, but there's a couple of my natural lashes here on the inner corners that I don't apply to, okay? It's gonna be pokey. If you go too far in, you're gonna know. If it's poking, you just need to move it, either away from the corners, or if it's poking in the middle, go up a little bit higher away from the wet line. And it's also gonna stay on longer. Those inner and outer corner natural lashes, for most of us, they're weaker, they're more sparse. They're not as strong to hold up these Gossamer lashes. So bringing them in by a little bit, you'll have better longevity. and it's gonna feel really good. Oh my gosh, look at that from the side. These angles, I think these are the best angles for you guys. I can't see, but I think you guys can see. So pretty. I love, see how because we used shorter lengths for the Minx, the teal has a chance to do like a little peekaboo up top. So pretty. I love this. I love this look for spring. Look at that. Can you imagine like if we were in the sun, how the tips would kind of catch the light? Ooh, that looks good right there. So pretty. So you can do whatever you like. Prismatics come in a wide range of colors: pink, red, silver, lavender, royal Kim blue, violet. They're so pretty. So you can do a little pop of color. You can do a full range. You can stack them. You can mix and match with any style and really create your own lash look. So pretty. There's no heavy band to hide on top there because there's nothing there. It looks like it's coming out of my eye. I don't have to wear any more makeup than this if I don't want to. If you want to, you have all this lid space to play with. This is Lashify. It's so good. So good. I can't wait to take pictures. Do I still have sun? Okay, it's daylight savings. There's still some sun out. I'm gonna get some good pictures for you guys. I'm gonna post this on my Instagram page and share them to the Lashify Life Facebook group because that's where it's at. If you have more questions, let us know. The side angle shows the color so well, right? I get so giddy. I forget how much fun prismatics are. It's a totally wearable look as well. So in your control kit, the last thing that you get is glass. It's a water-resistant sealer. I find that this is sort of an optional step. So depends on your eye chemistry, depends on what you're doing, how you're wearing the lashes, your climate, all of that. When you're ready to use it, I have people wait 20 to 30 minutes until they're done or after they're done with their application. This allows all your layers of bond to dry down, just like layers of nail polish, right? You want your bond to dry. You want your nail polish to dry first before you come in and seal. Same thing with glass. Again, optional, try an application with it, try an application without it. And when you're ready, you can just take a light swipe, maybe two if you want. A little bit goes a long way, okay? The idea with glass is that you can do inner and outer corners if you want, if you have watery eyes especially. So the idea with glass is like when you wax your car or get that coating for moisture and then it rains and then the moisture just beads off. That's the same idea with glass. So it's gonna repel moisture and kind of protect your bond along the spines there. So you can apply top and bottom if you want to, if you do the inside of the wandums with glass and then do a full fuse. Now you have top and bottom coverage and then you just let them dry. That's it, right? Hi Ember, how are you? Yes, follow us on Instagram so you can see the close-up look. We're gonna take close-up pictures. We do a lot on Instagram as well. We're going live here on the website, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, inside the Lashify Life Facebook group. We're doing so many more fun things. If you are feeling inspired by spring, come join the Lashify Life Facebook group because the Lashify team is gonna be giving more fun spring lash looks curated just for you. I'm so excited for this week and next week for this exact reason, because it's like we're kind of breaking out, right? Spring, we're gonna be out and about and we're gonna be switching up the wardrobes. We're switching up our lash wardrobes too. So much fun. You guys, this was so great. Thank you so much. If you want more, make sure you are following us everywhere. Come hang out with us in the Lashify Life Facebook group. One last look at something that's coming very soon. If you didn't see it at the beginning of this live, coming soon, LED Control Kit in white. So if you've been holding off, we launched the LED Control Kit around the holidays, and we launched it in black, but if you were holding off for a white one, she's coming. Sign up for text and email so that you know when it drops. All right, have a great rest of your evening, everyone. I'm gonna take pictures for you so you can see up close and personal.